This is the moment we stop apologising for the humanity of our work and start standing proudly in it, quietly, daily, relentlessly, in ways that never fully fit into a box, a metric, or a spreadsheet. Lives shift in ordinary moments, a shared laugh and a risk taken. So this next 5-year strategy is not about fixing something that's broken. It's about something far braver. It's about naming who we are, standing clearly for what we believe, and giving ourselves permission to go further than we ever have before. And at the heart of this decision, at the centre of everything, is something powerful, the St. Anne's model of support. Before I go any further, I'd like you to do something with me. Think of one person, someone you care about, someone you've supported, or someone you've walked alongside. And as you picture them, ask yourself this: where have their possibilities been quietly limited? By systems, by structures, or by other people's beliefs? Or even by what we've come to accept as just the way things are? Hold that person in your mind, and as you do, reflect for a moment on the difference it would make if they had more possibility, more freedom, and more dignity. Because everything I'm about to share with you about our new model of support is about changing the story. Now let me be clear. This is not a rule book, it's not a checklist, and it's not a cage. A true model does not tell people what to do. It gives direction without rigidity, clarity without constraint, and confidence without fear. It answers 3 deeply human questions. What can I expect from St. Anne's? What am I allowed to try? And what does great really look like here? For the people we walk alongside, for every colleague in this organisation, and for every partner who trusts us with what matters most. For too long, social care has been spoken about in tasks, minutes, boxes ticked, work completed, but people do not live in tasks. People live in stories, in hope and in fear, in setbacks and small victories, in dreams they may not yet be brave enough to say out loud. This model turns us away from task-based thinking and back towards something profoundly human, living well with purpose and with possibility. It invites us to move forward from what needs to be done to something far more powerful. What kind of life does this person want to live, and how can I make that real? And to do that, it takes creativity, because creativity is human. And people thrive when they're free to be fully themselves. This model gives permission. Permission to be creative, permission to adapt, permission to connect, and permission to try. Without fear of getting it wrong, because support is not control, it's not compliance, and it's not plain safe. Support done well is an act of trust. Trust that people can grow, trust that people can choose, and trust that people can surprise us. And trust that we are allowed to be courageous in how we walk alongside them. When we get this right, something extraordinary happens. A person stops being defined by what they need and starts being known for who they are. Lives that once revolved around time slots begin to revolve around meaning. Someone who felt stuck finds movement, and someone who believed doors were closed forever realises that they were never locked. That is not too small, and that is not administrative. This is life-changing. This model also gives us something else we desperately need: clarity. Clarity about what we can do and what we can't. Clarity about when we support directly and when we step back. Clarity about expectations, and here is the truth that matters most. Clarity does not reduce possibility, it creates it. Because when the boundaries are clear, people are free to be bold within them. Dignity thrives in freedom, and dignity changes lives. So many lives become smaller because somewhere someone said that's not possible. Sometimes all it takes is one person willing to say, let's try. Maybe it's dancing while cleaning, maybe it's stepping back into the community, and maybe it's finding a voice that's been quiet for years. And maybe, just maybe, that moment becomes the turning point. This model gives us permission to create those moments. We do not believe lives move in straight lines. Sometimes progress looks like a leap forward. Sometimes it looks sideways. Sometimes it looks like standing still, gathering strength. This model honours that. It starts where it always should, with the person, and builds outward from there. It will evolve, it will grow, it will adapt, because people do. But one truth that will never change: walking alongside someone, supportively, patiently, respectfully, can change everything. And this model is not just for the people we support, it's for you. Because the same freedom that allows others to thrive allows you to thrive too. It says you matter, your judgment matters, and your ideas matter. This is not just a job. It's a skill, a practice, and a privilege. You don't just support lives, you walk alongside dreams, and that deserves to be named. When the documents fade, when the frameworks sit on the shelves, what remains is this promise: that every person deserves a life rich with meaning, choice, and connection. And that at St. Anne's, we will keep finding braver, better, more human ways to make that possible. This model does not limit us. It sets us free. So let's step into this, let's be bold within it, and let's walk alongside together with courage, because this is the work.